Hi friends, Right Careers welcomes you to a brand new video for this week. This is Sudarshan, your career coach. This week we have taken a very interesting topic and highly unconventional career, I should say. 5 states in India are going for election this month. Some states have already gone through some phases like West Bengal and Assam. Tomorrow happens to be the election for states like Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Kerala. So we thought that since 5 states are going for elections, we thought we will take a topic that is very close to the political scenario. Yes, the topic for this week is how to build a career in Indian politics. So that's the topic that we have taken. You might wonder, can we make a career in politics? Yes, you can. Watch out for the next 10 minutes. You will see what are the various opportunities that lies ahead if you choose a career in Indian politics. Now, politics in India is usually, a negative term. It usually relates to nepotism. It means corruption. It relates to words like greed, power monging, etc. However, if you ask me, politics is a very noble profession. It's also one of the ancient professions that you see in India. And India being a world's largest democratic nation, there's immense amount of opportunities, there's immense amount of scope that is available to transform the country, and who better to do it other than a politician. Now, recently we have seen, good old days, only few strata of society, people from society used to come to politics. But, recently if you see, people from high strata of society also do come to politics. I see a lot of educated professionals coming into politics. So, what are the qualifications, or rather, how do you become a politician is what we are going to see in the next few minutes. Now, if you ask me, there is no formal education that's required to become a politician. You may be qualified, you need not be qualified also, you can still enter politics. Now, typically people from other field enter politics. Might be working as a lawyer, working as a doctor, or working as some other chartered accountant, they enter politics usually. Right? Now, first thing as a politician is you will have a great opportunity to serve the country, which is very important. Now, what is the entrance exam to get into politics? It's very simple. The election that you contest is the entrance exam, and the salary that you are going to get depends upon the role, depends upon what you are. If you're MLA, you get a salary. You MP, minister, prime minister, councillor, they all get different salary. Now, for MLAs, there are a lot of perks. Just an example, we will see there are a lot of perks that's associated with MLAs. That includes daily allowance, that includes medical allowance, constituency allowance, travel allowance, water allowance, etc. For MPs, in addition to what we saw about MLAs, you also get residential allowance, air allowance, transport allowance, etc. Now, above all, most of the elected members get lifelong pension. These are some of the perks if you're a politician. Now, how to become a politician? The all important question, how to become a politician? Typically, if you ask me, you can start from the school itself. So if you're wondering how can I start from the school, some of the schools these days run MUN, which is nothing but Model United Nations. So if your school organizes Model United Nations, be an active member in MUN and then participate in various debates. Don't worry if your school doesn't offer MUN, you can still participate in different debates organized by different schools, inter-school, intra-school. It starts from participating in debates and challenges. That's one. College level, once again grassroots level, there are different associations. Based on your ideology, you can associate with the political party of your choice of ideology and work with them. Like for example, ABVP or NSUI. These are some of the typical college associations that works in colleges. Universities like Delhi University, Jamia Millia, Banaras Hindu University, Jawaharlal Nehru University, etc. They are very active political hubs. Usually political parties recruit people from these colleges. So it starts from college level also. Right. Some of the examples of early starters: Amit Shah, Honorable Home Minister. He was an active ABVP member. He was actually the leader of ABVP at his age of 19. Mr. Nitin Gadkari, who happens to be the current transportation minister. He was the president of Bharatiya Janata Party Yuva Morcha, that is the youth wing, at the age of 24. Alka Lamba, another classic example, she joined politics at the age of 19. Today's political heartthrob, Mr. Tejasvi Surya, is now the president of Yuva Morcha of BJP, is just 30. So these are some of the examples where people rise to the level of leaders at a very, very young age. Now we will now see what are the career path that's associated with politics. So the first career path that I can think of is in the form of a civil service route, I should say, which is nothing but your IAS, IPS route. So this is a very, very natural route because they usually work with politicians. An IAS officer usually work with politicians, IPS officer usually works with politicians, get close with politicians and therefore get attracted to politics and then become a politician. Some of the classic examples includes Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, who is the current Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Ajit Jogi, the first Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh State, Manishankar Iyer, Jai Shankar, the current External Affairs Minister, Mr. Annamalai, who happens to be one of the strong IPS candidate who is contesting this time from Tamil Nadu. So these are all civil service professionals who ventured into politics. So that's the first career path. The second route of how people can come into politics is by studying political science. Now this is nothing but BA in political science or MA in political science. It is a combination of theory and practical subjects that will talk about politics and political system. Now after this political science, you can get into politics, you can get into civil services, you can also become a political journalist. So these are some of the career options if you study political science. The third career path that I can think of is law. Once you finish your law program, you can always get into politics. There are a lot of examples of lawyers who have become very successful politicians, right from Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who was a barrister, and Jawaharlal Nehru, to Sushma Swaraj, Kapil Sibal, P. Chidambaram, even Tejasvi Surya happens to be a lawyer. We have seen numerous lawyers becoming successful politicians. So that's the third professional career path I can think of. The fourth route is definitely in the form of economics. So if you are pretty eager about numbers, pretty eager about policies, you can study economics and then get into politics. Who better than examples like Dr. Manmohan Singh, former Prime Minister of India, Mr. Subramaniam Swamy, who happens to be an economist. So they're all quite successful economists turned successful politicians. That's the fourth career opportunity. The fifth career path definitely will be in the form of journalist. So journalism, people who study journalism can also get into politics. Now, it is not that you can only become politician by getting into the fray, or rather contesting for the elections. There are some other career opportunities that also exist even if you don't contest an election. For example, campaign manager. That's the first example. You can become a campaign manager to a political party or to an individual and then manage the individual's campaign. So that's the first non-electoral career opportunity. The second is in the form of PR, public relation agency. You can become the public relation agency of a political party or an individual also. Social media managers is another example where you can become a social media manager of an individual politician or for the party. And then the most happening thing, you can become a strategist. For example, IPAC from Prashant Kishore or Sunil. These are all new age strategists who work with political outfits and then earn crores and crores of money. And so these are some of the examples of how you can make a career in politics. Now with this, I thought I should wrap up for this week. But before winding up, there are two things that I would like to emphasize. The first thing is, tomorrow being an election in Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Kerala, people who are watching this video today, even tomorrow, go out and vote in large numbers. It's very, very important that we all vote in large numbers and choose the leader of our choice. Students who are watching should insist all their parents to go and vote. And if you're a first time voter, go out and vote in large numbers. Second thing is obviously the channel. So if you like this video, do comment, share your feedbacks, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/rightcareers. Right. So with this, I would wrap up this video for this week. And thank you so much for all the feedbacks and things like that. Until next Monday with a brand new video. Thank you so much. Take care.